hosts and guests. All individuals mentioned are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Moms for Justice. How are you doing?
Good evening. Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm Carolyn, and this is Jocelyn. We're finally on. We had some technical difficulties. I apologize for that.
That's okay. We're on.
Yes.
That's what matters.
That's what matters. Yes, absolutely. So, anyway, we got a good show tonight. I'm really excited. We've got updates, and we're going to be talking about some other cases. We're going to talk about Courtney Clenney tonight, and I've got another fun segment. I'm going to save that for the end, so I'm not going to bring that up yet. But we're going to first talk about Karen Read. Karen Read. So much going on with her. The retrial is on its way.
That's actually a good picture of her.
It is a pretty good picture of her. I agree. Yeah. So anyway, currently the retrial is going on. She was accused of the 2022 death of her boyfriend, Boston police officer John O'Keefe. And that was in Massachusetts, Dedham, Massachusetts, but the Canton also is another city that's mentioned a lot. So anyway, let me just switch this. Hold on. Okay. So the prosecution, as many know already, alleged that Read, after a night of drinking, intentionally struck O'Keefe with her SUV outside Brian Albert's home. He's a fellow officer of the Boston PD. And this led to the death from blunt force trauma and hypothermia. The defense contends that O'Keefe may have died inside Albert's house and accuses investigators of misconduct and a huge, huge cover-up, which I think we both agree on this case that this is a cover-up.
We do.
So Special Prosecutor Hank Brennan, he presented the prosecution's case on April 22nd with opening statements. And I'm going to recap because Lynn needs to catch up. But obviously asserting that Read and O'Keefe were arguing before she allegedly hit him with her SUV and left the scene. He emphasized evidence such as a broken taillight and O'Keefe's DNA on the taillight. And then the defense attorney, Alan Jackson, love him. What an amazing, masterful attorney.
Okay. He's really good.
So good. So good.
You've been listening live too, right?
What's that? Yeah, I've been listening live,
right.
But there are times that I have to step away, and then at the end of the night, when I'm going to bed at night, I'll listen to it.
Right, yeah, because all day.
Yep. So they countered with highlighting investigative flaws, including a recent firing of lead investigator Michael Proctor, evil guy, for bias and misconduct. Jackson argued that O'Keefe's injuries were inconsistent with being struck by a vehicle and suggested he might have been attacked elsewhere and then moved. Okay, so just to recap, I'm not going to go into detail about every single witness here, but we had Timothy Nuthall, a paramedic who responded to the scene. He testified that Read repeatedly said, "I hit him," upon discovering O'Keefe's body. This is all on day one, April 22nd. Carrie Roberts is probably my favorite witness so far. This is Carrie Roberts, the friend.
Okay.
She
just real quick, for clarification. So the EMT actually said, I heard her say, "I think I hit him," or "I hit him."
No, in the retrial this time, and I don't know if he said "I think" at the first trial, but now he's saying "I hit him," and that is the consensus amongst all these witnesses. They're changing their story to "Did I hit him? I think I hit him," and now they're testifying in the last couple of days that she just outright said "I hit him." So, I mean, believe me, the defense is doing their job and calling them out
Okay.
on this. So
Okay.
thank
Because
goodness.
in the first trial, I believe they said, I think I heard her say.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, change the story. Carrie Roberts was my favorite witness so far. She's a close friend of O'Keefe. Roberts recounted receiving a frantic call from Reed and accompanying her to search for O'Keefe. She described finding him unresponsive in the snow and noted that Reed pointed out a broken taillight on her SUV when getting to John's house. It's important to note on cross regarding this, she conveniently confirmed that the only security video that they have from John's house does not show that. She could not
Okay.
explain why. So that was a really bad,
Yeah.
really bad for the prosecution. But let me tell you something. Her testimony is disastrous, completely disastrous. Oh, Alan Jackson, Karen Reed's attorney, completely destroyed this woman on the stand.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. I'll go a little further. So
Okay.
I'm back to direct though. On direct, she said John O'Keefe had a rule that no one could wear shoes in his house. And Carrie noted that when they got back to John's house, Karen rushed in without taking her shoes off and didn't even bother to stop to take the shoes off. But they stayed in the like that first area when you first walk through the door and, to take their shoes off out of respect because they knew that was a common rule of
In their
John's.
household.
Right. But my feeling about that right off the bat is, hello, at this point, she's frantic. He didn't come home and she went back to the house to look for him. So I could see myself, I could just visualize myself like getting out of the car and just barging through the door and running right through rooms and not even giving a crap about taking my shoes off. Right.
I mean, if she took her shoes off, what would that say? You know what I mean? Did she really care? I mean, there's two sides to every story. But I just think-
it's not like outright said, but it was like insinuated that they brought this up because it was to insinuate that she already knew he was dead and that's why she didn't take the shoes off. I mean, give me a break. I don't fall for that at all.
Right.
Okay, so, my favorite part. Under cross-examination, Roberts admitted that her grand jury testimony in 2022, when she claimed to have heard Reed ask somebody to Google hypothermia, was not accurate. On the stand, she ended up admitting the other day that she didn't directly hear it. And Alan Jackson then asked her about her interviews with the police and how Jen McCabe was with her all day long. And he painted a picture of this new friendship that formed from this incident. And now, ever since the incident, Jen has been on her like flies on a rib roast. Like, of course she is. She needs her to testify a certain way, right? So she stayed, keep her close to you, right? Keep her close to you.
So how did he portray that? What did he say?
Well, he pointed out that Jen McCabe was like calling her before interviews. So like, did you speak to Jen McCabe before you had the interview with this police officer? Yes. Was she with you in the house when they came to your home to interview? Yeah, but she went in another room. I mean, he was like, and then she admitted that she came up with a timeline with Jen McCabe. And he's like, oh, so you and Jen McCabe wrote down together a timeline and then like pointing out how she's obviously heavily influenced by her new friendship with Jen McCabe.
Right. Like, let's get our stories right. Let's sit down.
She basically said that she mapped out the whole timeline. And then he was like, well, with her, was this something you did? Well, no, I did it with Jen McCabe. She basically admitted it.
Right.
Alan Jackson suggested that the timeline was one witness influencing another, and she eventually goes ahead, finally, and admits it on the stand.
Really?
Yes. So anyway, I have a little clip. It has, it's such a long testimony, but I do have a little clip of her right here. Okay, I'm going to play it for you. Wait, hold on. Let me switch over.
And then you were asked a question, what, if anything, did she, Miss Reed, ask Miss McCabe while they were sitting in the back of the cruiser that you heard, correct?
Objection.
Do you recall that? I did not hear the question about Google being asked.
That's not my question. May I ask? May I inquire?
Just repeat that question.
Sure. isn't it true that you were next asked by Mr. Lally in front of the grand jury, quote, what, if anything, did she, Miss Reed, ask Miss McCabe while they were sitting in the back of the cruiser that you heard, end quote? Do you remember being asked that question?
No.
Okay, I want to stop it right there for a second because I
Okay.
mentioned the other thing about the timeline. So, yes. So, while she's on the stand, like I said before, she said that she had her in the first trial and during her grand jury testimony, she said that she actually heard her say, hey, Google hypothermia. But here, she's getting tongue-tied with Alan Jackson, he gets her to say that she didn't actually hear it. So I just wanted to, in case anybody didn't know where we were at, because we were just talking about the timeline thing. But
Right.
okay, all right.
May I approach? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So we're going to look at lines 16 through 18.
Was he showing her testimony?
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Does that refresh your recollection? That was the question that you were asked?
Yes.
Okay. And in response to that question, you stated, quote, at one point she asked her to Google hypothermia and how long Google hypothermia. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
I mean, you're on the stand. Why do you think
That was
it's
very
going to be okay?
detailed. You'll agree that that's a very detailed and specific recount of an event. You recounted where you were, back of a cruiser, or they were in the back of a cruiser, correct?
Yep.
You recorded or reported the time. It was right around the time that you thought they were lifting John up and scooped him up onto the gurney, correct?
Yep. I thought it was about that time. I wasn't sure.
Location,
I'm sorry, I didn't get that answer. You were talking over each other.
That's my mistake.
What was your answer, Ms. Roberts?
I thought it was about the time they lifted him up, but I wasn't sure.
You were very detailed about who was there. It was you. It was Jen. It was my client, Karen
Yes.
Reed, correct? Is that right?
Yes.
You were so detailed that you talked about where you were standing next to the cruiser open door, correct?
Yes.
What the others were doing, holding hands and praying, is that right?
Yes.
And the actual words used. You were as detailed about all of that as the actual words used. She asked her to Google hypothermia and how long, and then you stopped, Google hypothermia, end quote, correct?
Correct.
You will agree, at least for that purpose, you painted a very, very detailed picture in front of the grand jury, didn't you?
Yeah.
Except it's not true, is it?
I did not hear her ask that. I was told she was asked that. In
The
the,
answer to my question, Ms. Roberts, and I'm not a trick question, what you told the grand jurors was not true. You never heard her, my client, ask anyone to Google anything, did you?
I did not.
And yet, that's what you testified to under oath, under penalty of perjury, in front of the grand jury, didn't you?
I did.
All right. So there you have it. He destroyed her. And let me tell you, there's other areas of her cross. And if you have time, you should listen to it because so far, I think they scored the most wins so far with this.
Okay.
Of course, we're at the beginning still, right? But
So she's taking it back. Is she allowed to without who is she
No,
going to
do
be
you know-
under perjury? I mean, so many.
yes,
Yeah.
technically. But here's the thing: I was looking at statistics of this. When you lie on the stand about something small, it's all scary. They're you could go to jail, and they rarely
Right.
ever do anything about it. But
Yeah.
unless they
but,
have they stack it and they have a bunch, maybe I don't know. But yeah. So
Interesting.
it was really interesting. So okay, so then after that. Peggy O'Keefe went on the stand, the mother of John O'Keefe. And honestly, it was a maneuver to get some sympathy. She didn't have much to say. Basically,
Right, 'cause she
yeah.
didn't testify in the first trial, But I do like the defense, what they said to her.
Oh, you did listen to it?
Well, I saw day one. I just didn't see day two. But
Okay. So she recounted on the phone informing her that her son was found in a snowbank and described a hospital encounter where Reed was described as distraught and reportedly asked if John was dead. Peggy also recalled Reed visiting John's house afterwards to retrieve belongings. Peggy suggesting that John may have been hit by a car, that Reed claimed Peggy suggested John may have been hit by a car. Peggy testified she didn't remember having that conversation. And then Alan Jackson, or maybe it was Alessi, the other attorney, they said when they called for cross-examination, they just got up and said no questions.
no, but they said we're sorry for your loss.
Oh, yes,
No
they did say
questions.
we're sorry
Yeah.
for your loss. Yes. And I thought that
Very
was a
smart.
very smart move.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't accomplish anything by cross-examining the mother of a dead man. You just can't. And it'll make you look
Right.
bad. And it was very
Right.
clever and smart of them not to go there.
Yeah, but they tried.
They
They
did
put
try.
that fishing pole out.
I know, right? Okay, so I'm going to skip some of these. I mean, we've got a Canton firefighter. We have another firefighter got up. Day 3, there was the introduction of text messages between Reed and O'Keefe suggesting a strained relationship. I will say the text messages aren't very good because they were in an argument, and I don't like they mapped out all these text messages, and man, I gotta say, it didn't make her look very good because she would not let up. He did not want to
No.
talk to her.
No, he
Right?
did. And I think she texted like 47 times.
Ugh.
Something ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
and they weren't nice.
Yeah, and he'd write her back like he wasn't interested in really carrying on the conversation with her, and then she would call, and then he wouldn't pick up, and then she'd call again, and he wouldn't pick up, and then eventually he was like, "Stop calling me." So yeah, that was pretty bad, and that was literally the
Yeah.
morning of them going out that night and going to the bars and all that. Okay, so
Well, she texts them after she dropped them off. Like, where are you? You're not home yet. And
no, I'm talking about the ones that morning.
right before
Okay.
they went out to the bar. Yeah, because they had this huge blowout, and then
Yeah.
they go out to a bar. But apparently, so it was good for the prosecution to show that they have almost like a volatile relationship. But it also shows that they get over it. So they're verbal, and they're probably rude and mean to each other.
Yeah,
But look, by the end of the night, they're having fun together. You know what I mean? So then
I
it
know.
doesn't seem like, so in essence, I think the prosecution was trying to show show this unsteady relationship. But I also kind of think it proves that in all reality, that's just their relationship. And if anything, it's kind of a little strong because they can say that to each other and be that way. And then they're like, all right, let's meet up and go have a good time. And then they just throw it all out the door, and have
Well,
a good time.
let me tell you this. I'm not there yet, but if you are listening right now, hang on. Hang out with us tonight because our next case after this, if you thought that was bad arguing, I'm not going to spoil the surprise. Hit the sub button, like and share our page. But yeah, we got a big one coming up after this. It's not fresh right now because it's on hold. This girl is waiting trial still. But yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. Okay.
Also, I just also want to point out real quick that after she drops them off, she does try to text and call him, and again, it's the constant like, "Where
Yeah.
the F are you? I'm calling you."
I
Blah, blah, blah.
know,
And
it's
now
so
it's
bad.
involved. That's just their relationship. You know what I mean?
Yes,
It goes
I
high
know.
and low like quick.
And you know what? It's the Northeast. She's they're Yankees. You know what I mean? That's the way. And I'm
Yeah.
from there too. In case anybody didn't know, I'm from there too. And everybody I know from Jersey, Boston, New York, that whole area, Philadelphia, it's just there's just a different way people fight and get along.
Yeah.
Especially down at the Jersey Shore, late at night, 2 a.m., getting out of a nightclub, and you should see what we used to see on the street, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
Okay.
And then they go and share a pizza.
And then to
to
go have
go.
pizza or go have great gravy fries at the diner.
Yeah, Jersey fries.
Yeah, Jersey fries. No, you know what they were called? They were called disco fries.
Yes, that's
Does
right. They were
anybody
called
here know
disco
what
fries.
disco fries are? Please. All right. So, okay. Then there was a clip of her from an interview she gave on one of the TV shows, like 48, not
Yeah,
48 hours or whatever, and it did
hours.
not
Right.
make her look good at all. She was really nasty. In one interview, she admitted I shouldn't have been driving, but she was like talking about his mother or something, and she had like a snarl on her face. She looked like a stuck-up, mean person when she did it.
Okay.
So they wanted to show that clip. And then on day 4, the jurors went to the home in Canton, Fairview, where O'Keefe's body was. So the Alberts' former home.
Because
They
they sold it.
they
Because the Albert
yeah
sold it like in, I think, 2 months after the murder, something really with
yeah
under 6 months. Yeah.
yeah. Not only did they sell it, but they ripped up the concrete in their basement to redo floors. But you ripped up the concrete. I mean, really, what are the chances of that? Oh, and you rehome your dog. Okay.
They got rid of the dog. I think it was 2 weeks after the
Oh,
incident,
so
or a
quick.
week after the incident,
It was really
and
quick.
they literally did the basement like the following weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they sell the house. Bye. And that
Yeah.
doesn't look suspicious. I mean, give me a break.
Yeah.
Okay. So, former chief of pathology, Dr. Fowler from Good Samaritan Hospital testified about Reed's blood alcohol content, but she doesn't deny she was drinking. We all know she was drinking.
Right.
Jason Becker, paramedic with Canton Fire. He testified that he transported Reed to the hospital due to concerns she might be suicidal. He recalled Reed referring to O'Keefe as her husband and stating that their last conversation was an argument. All true. And she was
Right.
off her rocker that night. Who wouldn't be?
Right. Right.
Okay. So the big. Oh, Robert Alessi cross-examined Whiffen. Okay. So Ian Whiffen from Cellbrite, he testified about the data retrieved from John O'Keefe's iPhone. Okay. So his testimony focused on 2 key points. The phone remained near the flagpole outside 34 Fairview Road from 12:32 a.m. onward, which is just minutes after the time Karen Reed says she dropped off John O'Keefe and then drove away. She said it was at 12:30. So they know that from 12:32 a.m. onward, that's where the phone was, near the flagpole. I mean, the iPhone battery temperature steadily decreased, dropping from 72 Fahrenheit at 12:37 a.m. to 37 Fahrenheit by 6:14 a.m., consistent with prolonged exposure to freezing outdoor temperatures. However, on it's very
6 hours. Yeah.
it's very compelling, but Robert Alessi, the other defense attorney, got up and cross-examined him and challenged the precision of the location data, but also conceded that the available data couldn't definitively rule out the possibility that it could have been in the house also for some time. So
That's true. Only because I know with Find My Phone, because I have an Apple, it'll tell me where it's located, like in my house. But that's only when it was last, like something like about when it's the last connected or whatnot. Like, so it looks like it's in my bedroom, but it's really downstairs in the kitchen. You know what I mean?
right. Well, no, I mean, the temperature from inside the house and outside is so drastically different that night. So
Right.
actually, when I was watching it, the direct testimony, I thought, oh no, you know what I mean? But when he got up, he said it was plausible that the phone could have been inside the home. Also, he couldn't definitively say that it wasn't for at least a short amount of time. He argued with him pretty good until he finally admitted it. He admitted that high accuracy location confirmation wasn't possible for every timestamp. So that's, yeah. So to me, that's a wash. That witness they didn't get anywhere with that witness because,
Right.
okay.
It's not as inclusive. Or
Right.
exclusive. Right.
Dr. Daniel Wolf is a crash reconstruction expert for the defense. He testified but admitted to a major ethical breach during the first trial. This was, they were talking about the witness sequestration violation. He violated a witness sequestration order by discussing key aspects of the case, including other witness testimony.
Okay.
He discussed his testimony with the Department of Justice before giving his own. And this revelation cast serious doubt on his objectivity and undermined the integrity of prior expert input supporting the defense's narrative. So that's not good.
Yeah.
Okay. And then on Tuesday, today, our favorite witness got up, Jen McCabe.
Yeah.
Now, you know, it was just direct today. We all know that it's going to get really wild when they cross-examine her. I have a little clip that I can play of, just a small clip. Here we go.
She started saying, could I have hit him? Did I hit him? She also informed me that she had cracked her taillight.
A short time later, McCabe traveled with Reed to 34 Fairview Road. John O'Keefe's body there in the snow.
I was frozen. I was shocked. I couldn't believe that was him just lying there.
At that point, get a chance to touch John's body and see how it felt temperature-wise?
I just remember when I was doing the compressions, I don't really know how to explain it. It just felt very funny.
McCabe had been at 34 Fairview the night before. She says Reed and O'Keefe were also invited to a get-together there. She says she saw Reed's Lexus pull up, but she says neither she nor O'Keefe ever came in.
Was he texting you anything?
No,
Did he ever text you again that night?
he never texted me again.
Was there
Okay. I think, by the way, I think she looks pretty good. Don't you think?
Yeah.
She looks better than the first trial. Yeah.
She does, yeah.
There's just something kind of like sun-kissed and glowy about her. I think she got herself all dolled up.
She got a spray tan.
No, but man, when you get this girl mad, she turns into a demon. She really does. Yeah, don't you remember in the first trial how crazy she got? Like the face expressions and the yelling she did on the stand. She got really uncomfortable on the stand. She does not do well. I think she's a crappy witness and they have no choice but to put her on. But
Right.
yeah.
ever any fighting?
No, none at all.
Any arguing?
None at all.
Aaron, what would you like to say to Jen McCabe?
Take a hold, guys. Take a hold.
Oh, I have nothing to say to Jen McCabe. I would say the dash cam and the 911 calls speak for themselves. If you want to know what the scene was like, just watch the video. Don't take anyone's word for it. Watch the video.
Okay. So that's that. Nothing really. She just went over her story and she's going to continue tomorrow. Hopefully we'll see a cross-examination tomorrow. That would be really awesome. That is going to be crazy, crazy, crazy. So I'm excited. Yeah.
So that's gonna be she ended today? Was she like the last witness today?
I was not on at the end of the day. No, she didn't end because they haven't cross-examined her yet. But I don't know. I don't know if they have any more direct in the morning. I guess I'll have to just hop on and see.
Right.
But yeah. So I don't know, man. This trial is got the entire, country completely riveted, and it's like so divided, like 50-50 it seems.
Really?
Of course, I think so. I mean, when I go online to all the like different chats and everything that I'm seeing,
Right.
For every free Karen Reed post, there's somebody going, she killed him or whatever,
Really?
So yeah.
I'm surprised, but I mean, I'm surprised that it's actually 50-50 as opposed to more 70-30 or something. I'm really
Right.
kind of surprised. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
So hit the sub button, subscribe, like, share. We, love our viewers. We love to have you guys on
And
a
your
regular
comments.
basis with us. Yeah. Make sure you, hit the likes buttons and give us
a
some
comment.
comments. Any, cases you want us to cover too. All right. So next one is not a new case, but it's on hold. And it goes by special request. Also, I've had people request me to talk about this case. So Courtney Clenney. Okay. Courtney Clenney is this blonde OnlyFans model.
Cute.
Well, yeah, she's very, very pretty. She's very made up. But to me, she looks different in every different. I've seen many different pictures of her, and she's like a chameleon. Like she looks different all the time to me. But let me just
filters. Is it filters? You think?
Oh yeah, total filters.
Okay.
Total
Okay.
filters. Okay, so she's known online as Courtney Taylor. She's a social media influencer and an OnlyFans model who became infamous after she stabbed her boyfriend Christian Abumseli. She killed him in their Miami apartment in April 2022. So what started out as a story of self-defense quickly turns into a complicated legal mess involving accusations of abuse, evidence tampering, and a ton of drama that's still unfolding till this day. So, and I'm
How
sorry,
old
let
is
me move
she?
this up. Huh?
How old is she?
She is, good question. I don't have her age here.
Oh,
Early
she
20s.
yeah, I was gonna say she looks like really young.
Yeah. So that is Christian Abumseli. And here's another picture of them here. You know what OnlyFans is, right? We've discussed this once before. OnlyFans. OnlyFans. It's a website that you sign up for, and you basically, it's like prostitution, basically.
Oh,
It is.
okay.
Well, it is. People pay money, like a membership. And I'm not on OnlyFans, so I don't know, 100%
Right.
how
You're
it
just
works.
saying the basics, right? The basics. Okay, so
Right,
say what
and
the basics.
What's that? Oh yeah, the
What
basics.
are the basics? Yeah.
Basically, these men can go on there and find somebody they like, they think is hot or whatever, and then they pay a membership fee, and there's various tiers, I think, of things that person is willing to do. It can just, it could be anything from just like, walking around on a camera alive in front of a guy in your bikini to actually doing things. Okay.
Right.
And then sometimes they arrange meetups. So, and there are women that make like a
Money.
ton of money.
Bank.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. And she got very popular.
I mean, what she's doing is, is it really? You're saying it's porn, or you think it's what'd you say? Or
Well,
you think it's
and if you do anything sexual for money, it's prostitution.
oh, prostitution. Well, isn't that better than actually doing the act with the person
No.
if you're gonna do it?
No, I have
I mean, if you're
strong
gonna-
beliefs about it. If you take
No, I'm
money for
saying-
doing,
Right. What I'm saying is, if you're going to do it, I still would rather do it in front of a camera than actually doing it.
it's
in person,
prostitution now.
physical.
It's prostitution
Yeah.
any way you slice it, because you're taking money
Yeah.
to do something sexual with somebody. You
Right.
might not be physical with them, but you're actually you're delivering your body in exchange for money. That's the way I look
Right.
at it.
It is. No, that's true. That's definitely true.
Yeah.
I'm not denying that. What I'm saying is, if I had to do one, I'd take the video
Yeah.
any day.
And it made the news like a year ago. I think it was like a year or two ago. The girl who played Adriana Soprano on The Sopranos, she is now an OnlyFans model.
Wow.
She does it for a
really?
living. Well, she ran into some money problems and had some issues with drugs and all that. And then she ran into some
Right.
money problems, and she has a kid now. And she's not ashamed to say, I have to do what I have to do to pay the bills and to put food on the table for my child. So I went ahead and started making money on OnlyFans. So there are
Yeah.
even celebs on there too,
Yeah. Right.
All right. So let's just go through a little bit of the background of their
Okay.
relationship. Courtney grew up in Texas. She moved to Austin when she was young. Before all this, she had a huge Instagram following of over 2 million people and was doing
Wow.
really well on OnlyFans. She then appeared in a few small movies and magazines like Playboy. Christian Abumseli, meanwhile, was also from Texas and worked in cryptocurrency investing. He was seen as more low-key, business-minded compared to Courtney's flashy public life. They started dating in 2020, and while everything might have looked perfect on Instagram, behind the scenes, things were pretty toxic. And I have proof to show you.
sure it's
Neighbors constantly complained about them, screaming at the top of their lungs, fighting all the time. And there were even text messages from Christian saying Courtney had physically attacked him before, including stabbing him in the leg once. Some people in their building were so concerned that they tried to get them kicked out. Okay? So here's a timeline of the case. And then I'm going to show you some goods. April 3rd, 2022, Christian was stabbed once in the chest inside their Miami apartment, and he dies. Courtney calls 911 and said she threw a knife at him from 10 feet during the fight. But when the medical examiner checked, the stab wound did not match her story. It looked like the knife was stabbed into him with serious force, not thrown. Now, I know just from doing true crime that there is a major difference from across the way, just like throwing it like a dart. And then actually you got to drive a knife to get it in there. You know what I mean? I mean, you hit bone and all that. And as far as this knife went in, I do not believe her theory about her throwing it. But I'm going to say things about her. Like, I'm not quite sure about this case yet because I saw some video footage and I actually stopped some of it because I wanted to watch the rest with you. But I do think there's some gaslighting going on his part. I will say that. I think
he's the one who died. Right?
He's the one who died. But to be fair,
where's this gaslighting coming from?
I told you I'm going to show you some stuff, and I'm just letting you know now that I'm sensing there's some gaslighting. So I want you to look for that a little bit when I play it. But let me get through the rest of the backstory, and then I'll play it for you. So August 10th, police arrested Courtney in Hawaii. So this is 6-7 days afterwards, where she said she was getting treatment for PTSD and substance abuse, and she was charged with the second-degree murder at that time. They believe she killed Christian in a way that was intentional and not pre-planned. And I guess they were obviously putting that case together. And then when they found her in Hawaii, they finally arrested her for it. She's been in jail in Florida ever since without being allowed out on bond. In January 2024, so now we're jumping right to 2024.
So she's been in jail for 2 years.
Yeah, she's been sitting in there 3. It's like almost 3 now. Yeah, 2025.
Right.
So in January 2024, Courtney's parents, Kim and Deborah Clenney, got arrested also, but for something different. After Christian died, they allegedly tried to break into his laptop to find stuff that might help Courtney's case. So the prosecutors said Courtney gave them the laptop to hack into, and they got arrested for that nonsense. In June of 2024, and here's where things get a little messy. The government was caught looking at private emails and texts between Courtney, her parents, and their lawyers. Obviously, stuff you're not supposed to see because it's, attorney-client privilege, right?
Right.
So because of this mistake, a judge threw out the laptop evidence, and the hacking charges against her parents gets dropped at this point. So prosecutors assessed private iCloud messages between Courtney, her parents, and their lawyers without the permission. Those conversations were protected by attorney-client privilege, meaning prosecutors weren't allowed to see them because they violated the rule. The judge ruled out the evidence, and the hacking charges against Courtney and her parents were dropped. That was the reason why. So then October 2024, Courtney's defense team tries to prove that her story about throwing the knife at Christian could actually be possible. They brought in an expert who set up a demonstration. The expert threw knives at a pig carcass because pig skin is similar to human skin. And they basically tested the theory. The goal was to show that a knife could stick into a body just by being thrown without having to be stabbed directly. The demonstration partly works. Knives did stick into the pig, but only when thrown from 5 to 6 feet away. And Courtney had told police she threw the knife from 10 feet away.
Yeah, but you think that woman knows exactly 5 and 10 feet?
No, I don't. I agree with you on that. But she could estimate. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but we're even estimating. We're talking about a 5 foot woman laying down, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think that's so, if she said 50 yards and, I think that'd be a big difference.
Well, so this matters because 10 feet is a huge difference, right? So from that distance, experts say it's a lot less likely a knife would hit so perfectly and cause such a deep fatal wound like it did, especially one that pierces his heart. Because his heart was pierced instantly and he died really quickly. Prosecutors point this out and argue that the demo did not prove Courtney's story at all and actually made her self-defense claim seem even weaker. Then on February 7, 2025, in a very rare move, Courtney's lawyers got permission to question one of the prosecutors under oath. You don't see that often. I think we saw that in Alec Baldwin case or something. She got up on the stand. Remember that? They wanted to grill the prosecutor about how the government ended up with private stuff from Courtney's iCloud accounts.
Oh, okay.
photos, messages, and all that.
Right.
I even suspect that maybe, because she's so like, great looking and everything, that maybe there was a little bit of like selfish, like, let's look at her stuff. You know what I mean? Who knows?
I think they really were just trying to dig, and because they actually could have the access, and they do.
Yeah,
they were going to take advantage of it.
But regarding the men that work for the government, like, I mean, men are men, right? They're going to look.
Well, I'm sure they were like, hey, let's look at this stuff too.
Right. While we're at it,
Yeah.
Okay. And then March 2025, after that, the lead prosecutor, Khalil Quinning, quit the case, which is very unusual for a lead prosecutor to step down. And it's thrown the case into even more confusion. So the latest update as of April 2025 is Courtney is still locked up without bond, waiting for her trial. No date has been set yet. Her lawyers are sticking to the story that she acted in self-defense, so that she's doing a whole self-defense thing. And I know Mark is a big, Mark watching right now is a big defender of Courtney.
I'm not going to say she's defending herself or not. I didn't even hear it. So
right, exactly.
I don't even know anything about it.
Well, I'm just giving you the backstory. So meanwhile, prosecutors say the evidence shows it was not an accident and not self-defense. The case is still attracting so much media attention because of the crazy twist, all the digital evidence, and the way it basically touches on domestic violence from the perspective of a guy getting abused. Okay. Okay. So here we go. I'm gonna clean the slate for this girl, and I'm going to just like watch some of this stuff with you, and we can just decide on our own what we're thinking, right?
Okay.
All right. So I've got my little playlist here. Let's first do this video. Here we go.
No, like I was.
All right, before I continue, this is just one of their bad fights. That's all you're going to see.
Who's taping this? I don't get it.
Somebody was in the room with them at this.
Okay.
It was either apartment or a hotel they were staying in, and they happened to get into a fight. And this is one of many. Okay. So here you go.
Fucking sober for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And now why am I not sober? Because of you. Like you're hindering my progress.
You need to sit down. You need to sit
Let go of me. Let go of me.
Come on.
Let go of me.
Okay.
Come on, boy. Let go of me. Like I can't even I'll try to hit you later. Like get the fuck off me.
You don't want to hit me.
Christian, he saw me and I know he's looking. I'm fucking fed up with you. I'm fed up. I'm fed up with how you fucking treat me. Courtney, yes, I'm not mad at you.
You let Milan say some lying ass shit that affected you.
I didn't let her say anything.
I didn't say
you fucking did it.
Hey, let's go to Milan right now. Let's pull up to her.
No. I'm just gonna see her to see.
No, she's in the group chat. Let's put her on the phone right now.
I dare you.
Yeah, you dare me? Keep saying it.
You do it.
Then stop saying it then.
Do it.
Then stop saying it then. Then stop saying it then. Ask her. Ask her, did I touch her breast yesterday?
Do you see how fucking instigative he is?
No, you're telling me I touched her breast yesterday when I fucking...
You did. I didn't say you fucking touched it.
You said I did.
You were leaning. Yo, you were dumb as fuck. I actually don't want to be with you. Actually, I'm done.
Okay.
Can you send him home?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm done.
Okay, fine.
Fucking done. Done. Because you're fucking you're costing me money. I didn't do shit since I got to this fucking house because of you.
You let Milan say some lying ass shit?
No, because you were fucking flirting with fucking 3 girls the whole time.
What 3 girls? What 3 girls? You?
Well, maybe it didn't matter.
You?
Milan.
Milan? I was flirting with Milan?
And she said, hey, come get your mans.
You're fucking lying.
He's trying to come home with me.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
You're lying. She said, come get your man. That I was trying to hit on Milan. Come on, baby.
Okay.
That doesn't even sound right.
Christian, you're fired.
Fine.
Hopefully, shut up.
You will never see me again. You are the most
good bitch. Motherfucker
I ever met in my life.
Hopefully you will let me.
Courtney.
Fuck you too. Get the fuck out of here. This isn't your fucking house.
Yeah, cool.
It's not my house. You're just like my fucking boyfriend. Get the fuck out of here.
Just like your boyfriend?
I can actually get shit done if you're not here.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, I'll remember that next time.
Get out. No, that's not gonna be the next time. Get the fuck out.
Stop touching
Get out.
me. Don't touch me again.
Good thing. Get out, bitch. Get out.
Bitch.
You never loved me. The way you talked, the way that you treated the fucking girls last night, you fucking embarrassed me. I don't want anything to do with you.
I embarrassed you yesterday. You're really just self-conscious. You always talk about, oh, Christian, you like this. I said, what did I tell you before? You're the baddest person in this bitch. No one has anything on you. I tell you this every day. I have text messages that you say, Christian, thank you for the content.
Shut up! And you don't do it the next day!
Why are you screaming? There's people in this house.
Get out, for real. I never want to see you again.
Ooh.
Okay, so there's that video. Okay.
Well, I have to say.
What?
I do want to say, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So I do want to say that, okay.
Hold on a second. You throw me off. Sorry. Hold on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, her constantly hitting him doesn't make her look good. Okay.
No.
But we do know there's relationships out there like that, right? And then as soon as he said, don't touch me again, she didn't touch him.
She hit him many times in that video.
Yeah, but she did. But he finally said, don't touch me again. And she didn't.
Okay. All right.
He didn't.
But did you ever see him?
The other times.
Did you ever see him hit her in that video?
No. If anything, he was just trying to. Obviously, she was a little erratic, and he did force her to sit down. But I don't think that they're obviously a more physical type of relationship.
Yeah.
Right. But
very unhealthy.
Think it was bad.
Unhealthy and toxic.
There's plenty of people in unhealthy relationships, physical or not. But I didn't think.
Okay, well, that was just one video. Let's watch some more. These are three recordings of them talking. You're not going to see them in this, but you're going to hear them talking. Okay.
Okay.
I'll see if I could put on the closed captions, and maybe you could give us the subtitles. Okay.
Decide whether or not you're done gaslighting me. Decide whether or not you're done gaslighting.
I am mad that you told me to come.
Decide right now.
Courtney, that's a fucking threat. I asked you so many times that I don't know, and I apologize. But you hit me.
Shut the fuck up. Don't.
Courtney, I need your help, please. Courtney, I know you care about my head right now.
Nope, the cops are gonna take me to jail.
Then
that's cool. I don't care, Christian.
I'm not
I don't care about you.
Just stop it.
I'm whack, right?
I'm just mad, and I don't say that. Just stop it.
Okay, cool.
Hey.
Christian, I honestly I know that shit on your head is serious. I told you to leave downstairs. I told you I'm actually not having a good day, where I actually literally want to kill you. But you don't take me seriously.
Okay.
And you were gaslighting me for an hour and a half, so I don't honestly feel bad.
Okay, hug me back, okay? That's what I need right now.
I really don't feel anything. I don't want. I really I don't feel like moving. I fucking really don't want to. I don't want to move.
Okay.
You need to go.
Courtney.
You need
yes,
to go.
I know you're saying that.
I need to take my phone. I need to go. I need to talk to them. I need my phone.
Cece,
Don't touch me!
What is going on? Like, are you gonna get this mad at me when I'm apologizing to you?
No, Christian.
Like, you're thinking I'm doing it on
purpose. Drop your high pitch.
Okay, I'm not doing it on purpose.
You touched Zara. You know damn well the right thing to do is to tell me.
Yes, and I am so sorry.
So shut up and let me slap you, dumbass.
No, you're not gonna slap me.
Give me my phone.
You have your phone.
I don't have it anymore. Find it and charge it.
What?
Find it and charge it!
I'm sorry, Courtney.
I don't care. Find it and charge it.
Okay, just stop.
Don't talk to me.
God, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, man.
Because I'm telling you I'm sorry.
It's really hard. Find my phone and charge it.
I don't know where your phone is.
Find it.
Can you help me find it?
I won!
So why?
Find it!
Why are you stealing, man? Not man, but why?
Yeah, man, little bitch. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, because I'm a little man, huh? Shut the fuck up. I need to find it because I have to go meet her again.
To go out?
No! Christian, just find my goddamn phone.
I don't have your phone. Can you just you just please
Shut up!
Just please.
Shut up! You went to go talk to her without talking.
I didn't go to go.
Yes, you did. You always want to fucking asshole.
Courtney, I was on.
She literally told me about it, and I was like, damn.
What are you
You
talking?
are such.
I didn't go to talk to
You are
Aura.
not gonna-
I was going on a bike ride. Like, what the?
Get off of me!
Fuck me gonna talk to Aura? Is this gonna make you act like this?
You literally talked to her without telling me!
Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said hi. You and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and come here. Fuck.
You're a n-
Yes, yes, thank you. Coming from Courtney, thank you.
I want you to get away from me! Get away from me!
Zombie noises. Whale noises. Ghost.
Just let me apologize.
No!
Okay, you don't need to.
Go find my phone! Go find my phone!
She's like a toddler, man, like a little kid.
Distant whale noises. That's a funny siren.
Okay, there's that one.
I mean, I have to say, like, she is like so like distraught. I mean, apparently, obviously, she has trust issues with him. Like, he goes, he forgets to tell her that he saw a girl, and she goes berserk like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's an issue.
Okay, here, this one's only a minute long. Okay. Clearly he could beat her butt if he wanted to. I mean,
Right.
he's a big dude and he doesn't.
He's clearly defends himself the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So then we have
Mark says they said they have plenty of videos abusing her. They will show during trial.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. But yeah,
these are the prosecution tapes. Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
So
they're
there's
saying
more
that
tapes out there.
Right. Well, she's saying that. Yeah, you heard of her, Anna? Definitely. Okay, so just a little clip of them. They were both in a fight and ended up both getting arrested. This is just a little clip of her, I think, in that. Let me see.
Forgot my last name already.
I'm gonna remember it.
I'm really offended. I'm gonna take that personal.
One sec. It's coming.
I heard that you forgot something. Sorry? You said that you forgot something? I'm gonna read something for you. You tell me if it sounds familiar.
Okay.
It was all my fault. She hit him, and he pulled her hair. Does that sound kind of familiar? By a statement made by you.
It was all my fault.
He says it was all your fault. You hit him, and then he pulled your hair.
No, I don't know why I've been hearing about the hair thing. I never said that he pulled my hair.
Okay, what about you hitting or throwing a bottle of water at him?
Yes.
Yes, what?
If that, it happened.
What is it that happened?
Threw a bottle of water in her glass.
Okay, is that something that you remember that you did? So why?
No, honestly, as soon as I'm so foggy. I've had hardly any sleep. Like, I'm not like drunk even. I just really like not functioning.
Yeah, by the way, she's practically all the time drinking and they were drunk all the time, these two.
Did you throw a bottle at him?
Especially her.
Or a glass at him? You say you've done it before.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm just like,
okay, and I appreciate that.
But if you say that, I know that he didn't do it because throwing things in my face.
Okay, once again, do you think you did it or you did it?
I did.
What did you do?
I'm giving you what I can right now because I really don't.
Okay.
I know that he did not. That's only something that I would do.
Okay, so what did you do? Describe what did you do?
Threw a bottle of water or a glass of water at him or of something else.
Why would you do that?
Name calling. A lot of name calling. And it's just too much.
What names was he calling you?
Bitch.
Okay.
I mean, I was throwing stuff back, or not throwing, physically throwing, but like throwing names back too.
Why was she calling you a bitch?
We got into an argument. I forgot about this. We got into an argument about the tattoo that I got of his name. I was saying I regretted it because what if we broke up? And that's how that started.
Okay.
That's how the name calling started.
All right, give me a few.
Okay. So there's a little bit of that. Let me see.
Who is
I have
this
him
person?
too.
What part of the story does this happen?
It's just one of the many arrests. They've been arrested before for domestic violence, and I was just showing some of it. I'm showing everything I can to you before the actual killing happens. This is him in the room. Let me see if there's anything here. Hold on.
You guys are planning on leaving today, right? And you.
I changed it today.
And you guys got here when?
Here Friday at around 5:30.
You just wanted a break, wanted to spend a little vacation, or you guys were celebrating anything?
We came with friends. They left yesterday. That's what we were supposed to do yesterday.
I gotcha. I'm gonna ask you a few questions. They are yes or no. These are very simple. All right.
Yeah, they've been drinking. You know, they were out. It's Vegas. A lot of money in excess. Plastic surgery, drugs, alcohol. Just so much money they had. He had a lot of money too. He was doing the investments and cryptocurrency.
Have your girlfriend ever used a weapon against you?
What was the question?
Has she ever threatened to kill you, or you don't have any children, so
something about
threatened to kill you?
Put her hands on you or something like that?
You think she might try to kill you? Does she have access to a gun or has a gun? Has she ever tried to strangle you? I don't make these questions, I just read them, all right? Is she violently or constantly jealous, or does she control most of your daily activities? Have you ever been separated after being together?
Okay, I'm going to skip through a little bit because this is kind of, let me see what we got here. Most replay.
Well, it does show that he denies her aggression.
Yeah, but he could be just protecting his girl because, you know.
I'm just saying.
Sobering up.
But what I'm saying is that these are questions that would be really bad in court if he had said yes. Yeah. So he's saying no. So that just proves her point.
Oh shit! I didn't see any hair.
I did. All over.
Okay, come on. What's going on? All right, here we go.
Who is it registered to? Her? Come on, it's okay.
All right. I think you get the point on this one. Let me switch over now to the 911 call. Here's a 911 call from the stabbing. Yeah, from when he died. I have that.
Okay.
That does not have subtitles, I don't believe, but so you're gonna have to just do your best to make out what they're saying. Okay.
If you have to stab your shoulder, screaming on the line, and you need to stop screaming on the line and give me the address. 3101.
You're gonna die. I can't feel my arm.
3101.
I can't feel my arm.
Oh, that's
ma'am.
Christian talking?
My boyfriend is dying of a stab. Ma'am, what is the address? What's that? What's the address, baby?
3131.
3131 Northeast 7th Ave. Please, God, please. Come see my boyfriend. Ma'am, is this a house apartment or a business?
127453582.
Is this a house apartment or a business?
Baby, I'm so sorry. Baby.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
If you have a stab wound to his shoulder, you can sit down.
What do you mean he has a stab wound on his shoulder, ma'am?
Yes, he's bleeding from his shoulder.
Rescue, this is PD Physician Julia. The caller, ma'am, hold on one moment. The caller advised the address is 3131 Northeast 7th Avenue, 3130 Northeast 7th Avenue. The phone number is verified. The caller advised that her boyfriend has a stab wound. Okay, is this a house, apartment, or a business?
Listen, please, God, please, stop. Please, God,
Listen, ma'am. Listen, I'm sending help. I need you to tell me exactly what happened. I'm sending help. How old is he? Ma'am, how old is he? Is he awake? Hello? Hello? PD, are you still on the line? Yes, we're still on the line. She didn't provide a room number or anything. No, did she tell you where he was stabbed at? She said he was stabbed on his shoulder.
Okay, so she disconnected on the call, I guess.
Do you know if there's more than one wound? No, she didn't say. She just kept screaming on the line saying that he was dying, and he needed help, and she kept apologizing. But we do have a call at that same address in reference to a fight that happened. The room number could possibly be 2201, because we already have a call that two people are fighting inside of that room.
Yeah, so other people around them was listening and could hear some of it. And that happened all the time with them. Like they were constantly getting calls.
Seems like it.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on through this. So now I've got for you, this is a little bit, okay. This is a little bit from that night. She's covered in blood when they get there.
Get up! Miami police get off the elevator at OnlyFans model Courtney Clenney's Edgewater apartment to chaos.
Baby, wake up.
Blood on Clenney, on the floor, her boyfriend Christian Abumseli moaning in pain. The body camera video shows the moments after police say Clenney stabbed her boyfriend in April of 2022.
Fire rescue. He's not breathing.
Paramedics arrive and start working on an unresponsive Abumseli.
We need to save him.
I understand that.
As Abumseli is rushed to the hospital, investigators move Clenney outside. She asks over and over if he's okay.
Sit down. No, that's not a body bag. Sit down. That's not a body bag. Sit down.
Sit down. Okay, no, I'll sit down. I just, you scared me.
Sit down.
He's not dead, is he?
We don't. No, they're taking him to the hospital right now.
He's in the hospital right now. I need to be at the hospital with him.
Oh, you're not going anywhere.
Detectives question her about what happened before they got there.
How many times did you stab him?
I did not stab him once. I just threw it because I was scared.
You threw a knife?
Threw it.
You threw a knife?
Threw it from across from. I did not I was scared.
Clenney says she threw a knife at her boyfriend and was acting in self-defense. Prosecutors say it was second-degree murder. Hysterical, Clenney would eventually be taken from the building.
And why am I in cuffs?
because we're conducting an investigation. We're trying to determine.
Abumseli would die from his injuries. Clenney arrested months later on murder charges.
I'm covered in his blood because I'm trying to save him.
I understand that.
I'm trying to save him.
I understand that.
And if I don't, and you can't, then what will I do with my life? I need him. He's like my other half.
Clenney's parents are now facing charges accused of.
Okay, and then I have.
So this news CBS is saying that she was arrested a couple months later, not the following week.
That's video footage from that day. That's video footage from that day. They do bring her in and they interrogate her. They let her go and then they arrest her finally in Hawaii.
Okay.
So that's where the confusion is.
Okay.
So anyway, I have her interrogation, which is very long, but I put it at a point where I think it's pretty, some valuable information from just this one part. So I'm going to play that next.
Okay.
That they've dealt with in the past.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My dad handles I'm so freaking out right now a little bit. Like I wanted to go to the hospital and I want to just call my fucking mom. And I know that I do not get that right. I know it. But here's the thing, is that this is constitutional rights waiver. My dad handles my lawyer. I'm not going to take a court-appointed lawyer. My dad handles my lawyer. I would not be calling my lawyer. So my dad is the first person you got to call, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been in a situation like this where somebody's in the hospital.
Yeah.
I've never been in this kind of situation. That's why, I don't want to do anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I mean, it's your decision at the end of the day. But
what happens if not?
If not, then that's it. We don't talk about what happened today. We just have to take the stories that we've been told from the people next door and previous situations and try and narrow it down to what happened today.
You get a much better picture, a much better idea coming from you who was there today than us trying to piece it together
from other people as well.
In there, There's no better story to get than yours who was there. So which is why we prefer it from you. But like you said, it's your decision if you want to or not. But for us to obviously proceed and make a better decision for all of us, it's getting your story. You were there.
She could close her blouse.
Well, he can't talk to us right now.
She could.
Jack is a homicide.
Yeah, so I don't know.
That's like the Dexter vibe. All of those things are like.
To you on scene. It's Sunday.
Honestly, I think that she already stated she wanted to call her dad.
Their calls anytime we get into.
I'm annoyed that they're pressuring her. I mean, I know they're doing their job. I'm annoyed.
Yeah, but she's keeping the conversation going by saying, well, how else am I going to get my story out? Whatever. So she's still asking about it. So they're just helping her to come up with that decision.
I go and come back.
No, unfortunately, no, I can't. It's steps, once we handle this, and we'll go to the next step.
Is there a chance I'm going to go home tonight?
I don't have a definite answer for you.
Okay, well, I'll just...
Okay. So the time?
I need a 8 p.m. There's blood up in my...
Alright. So, let's start from the start. You guys are supposed to take out your dogs to the park, right? And then what happened after that?
Like I said, a little bit blur.
Yeah.
I was doing laundry and watching a listening to a Christina Randall video, and tried to call my mom. She didn't answer the first time, and then he came back with a Subway sandwich. Before he left, he recited exactly what I wanted. And I said, I'll text what I want to you. And he said, I know what you want. I said, no, you don't. And he recited it to me before he left. And he got it perfectly right.
Okay.
And then he left. I guess he went to go bike over there. That's just what he said. I don't know if he walked or biked, but he told me he's going to bike personally.
Like a bicycle?
Yeah.
Okay.
He came back. And I said something about like, oh, are you going to like reshare your location with me? Like, did you want to share it? And he said, yeah, I shared it. And I was like, oh, when did you do that? And he goes, the other day, like when you were done with me. And I was like, okay, well, fair enough. Like, reshare it. And then he told, I mean, it kind of like turned into like a little like argument or something. And then he told me to reshare mine, and I was like, okay, yeah, I will. And then I didn't do it immediately. He asked me about it again. And I don't know what I was thinking, but it just said something about, well, what if I'm somewhere you don't want me to be?
Okay.
Oh.
Which I wouldn't have been. I love him.
Courtney tells detectives she loves...
Interesting. That was interesting.
You
All
don't
right.
want to know where I am. I guess maybe they'll just like hurt him because he was pressing me.
The truth.
Okay. Remove it.
I was like, I mean, I'm not saying like choking me, like, you know, whatever. But I mean, he had my like neck, like and this happened twice before, where I couldn't breathe and I was on the floor.
Yeah.
I could not breathe, and I don't think that he is trying to kill me, but I was scared, and all 3 times I have been scared. So yeah, I'm on the floor, and you have me pinned, and lifts me up. I'm on the get my mom on the phone.
Okay, so all right, so far, actually, I'm surprised at myself right now because I learned more now because I knew I had seen some things on social media floating around, like the elevator video and things like that.
Right.
But I have not fully listened to her interrogation, so this is the most I've listened to so far. But gathering everything, I do think that I think that it's a very toxic relationship on both sides. I think that they were both abusive to each other. But I remember thinking that she's out of her mind. She's twisted, and I'm not so sure that he hasn't played a role in this, and that maybe she did have some fear of him. I'm not positive yet, but I'm not saying that for sure. I don't know. Because nothing's come out yet. They're saving it. His side is saving it for the actual trial. So until we get that, all we know is all these terrible videos of her screaming like a child. But I mean, I think this is a good example of getting famous, social media famous, having a lot of money, and just excess. You know what I mean? Like, you got to see her now. Like, she does not look like that now. Like, you're gonna be like, what?
Well, we'll finish what you're saying. Do you think that?
I just think that that there's another side that we haven't heard yet, but I don't know if that side is really there or not, and if they really, they're claiming. Everybody claims, oh, well, wait till we get to trial. We have this, and this, but you don't really know until trial comes.
Right. I mean, it's kind of like Jodi Arias' case where I really think that Christian has a hold over her. Like, he just knows what buttons to push. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do think that.
And her button, obviously, it seems like her buttons can be pushed pretty quick, pretty easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're pretty explosive. So I don't doubt that she didn't throw that knife. I don't think she intentions were to kill him. I think her intentions were just to be like, shut the F up or get away from me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they just unfortunately have that volatile type of relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, how does it not end bad one day?
Exactly. It was going to end bad no matter what.
Right. Yeah.
So this picture here, it was from the day of the murder or the self-defense or whichever one it is. I want to just note something about her. Like, yeah, she's really beautiful and all, but she's one of these beautiful girls that when she smiles and she dolls herself up, she looks great. That doesn't look like the same girl to me.
No, it doesn't.
It does not. Look at the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, but here she is now.
Oh. She gained some weight.
Oh yeah, she put on the pounds for sure. And she looks really young. I mean, she looks like she could be my daughter's age. You know what I mean? Like my teenager, my 17-year-old. She looks really young here, but she doesn't have.
Actually, she kind of looks older to me than
No,
before.
I think she looks really young, like
I think-
15,
well,
16.
Oh no, I think she looks a little like she's been through it a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think she's having fun.
No, but here's the thing: like, you see these people, they go to jail and then they come out for their, you know, their appearances in court, and they don't have the money anymore. They don't have the hair dye anymore. They don't have the makeup. They don't have like everything at their fingertips. I mean, this girl was rolling in dough, like rolling in money. Okay. And with that comes pridefulness and excess and just, you know, taking things to another level and just the selfishness on both of their parts. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
I mean, like look at the way she acted because he didn't tell her that he said hi to
I
some
know.
girl that
Well-
she doesn't. I mean, obviously that's huge trust problems. But
yeah, seriously. And I've seen this girl, like, meaning this type of girl, so many times in my life. Like, just,
right,
you know,
yeah,
constant pushing each other's buttons, constant fighting. You're cheating on me and everything. You know what? You guys shouldn't be together then. Because, like, I never had that kind of relationship.
No,
with
neither did
my
I.
husband. We dated
Right.
a long time before we married.
Or any previous guy. Yeah.
Well, no, I had one guy like that. No, but I was never like that. Like this
Right.
reminds me of when one of my daughters was like 3 years old and having a temper tantrum. Like that screaming is unnecessary, uncalled for. You know, I mean, she might have some like major mental illness or something because who screams like that? You know?
Well, yeah. She doesn't know how to turn it off.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
So
anyway, that's Courtney Clenney, and when her trial starts, whenever that gets set, I wish I knew what the holdup is. I mean,
I feel bad that she's been like, I don't think that's right that she's been in custody or in jail for that long. Like there should be a minimum, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you can't hold court within 2 years, come on. Then they should be
well-
allowed out on bail or something. I don't know, something. But really 3 years?
Well, let me say this.
And
It
why is
could
she
be-
not, do we know why she doesn't get bail?
They found her to be a threat, I guess, and that she was not safe to be let out. Look, I think it's entirely possible that out of anger, because we saw her anger, it is believable that she just that's it. Her anger is crazy. It's at another level. Like, I mean, Karen Reed looks like no big deal compared to this girl, right? So it is extremely believable to me. And if she is found guilty, then so be it. It's very believable.
I have to see the other tapes.
I have
want
to
to see the defense
well,
tapes.
He commented that there are tapes. We don't know if there are tapes yet. We don't know
Right.
that.
Well, we'll see during the trial, but I'm definitely not saying. you know,
Yes.
obviously, everything we saw tonight was definitely skewed not in her favor. But if there's tapes that the defense have, I want to see that.
And every time she
And-
acts that way, she's under the influence. Do you know what I'm saying? Like she's definitely
right.
drinking and doing drugs. Now, just another little tidbit for you before we go, because I will wrap it up and we'll do our other segment next time. But check it out. So when she was out, when she got arrested in Hawaii a couple days later, she got arrested. They went looking for her, but she was in a car crash. But check it out. She gets in a crash and she's asleep when they get to the car. Watch this. Okay. You're going to be like, what?
She probably was on drugs.
No,
Or
drinking.
something.
She was she was totally, yeah. Okay, here.
Okay. Can you at least tell me where you were trying to drive to?
All right, hold on. Let me go back to where the crash is. Hold on. Okay. Okay, here we go. Is it here? Wait, hold on. Let me find it. I had it queued up, I thought. Okay, no, maybe this isn't it. Hold on. Yeah, she was asleep. I thought. Okay, no, this isn't the right video. All right, hang on. Let me switch over. Okay. Because I want to find the right video for you.
So she was in Hawaii.
She was in Hawaii.
She was driving.
She was driving, but why isn't it here? Hold on a second. Let me go back here.
You are okay.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
Wait, I had it up and I had it queued perfectly. All right, maybe this is it.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Let me mute this and just double check that it's right. Yeah, okay. All right, hold on.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to play this part. All right, here we go.
See.
She was also arrested for DUI after crashing a car.
Hey, bro. I think she's sleeping.
Maybe drunk. Is the car still on?
Yeah.
Hello.
Huh?
Hi.
Hi.
Do me a favor. I want you to stay right where you are. Okay?
She literally just crashed.
Awesome. Okay.
No, we don't know that.
Honey, look, did you not see it? Look.
No.
Look.
Oh, yeah, but she didn't. How long? Well, they don't know how long she's been sitting there.
No, the crash just happened. The police showed up 2 minutes later, and then she's asleep.
Okay.
No, the crash happened. The other driver who got crashed into, he's there waiting for the police, too.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Is the car still on?
Yeah.
Hello.
Huh?
Hi.
Hi.
Do me a favor. I want you to stay right where you are, okay? Awesome. Okay. Hey. What's happening?
What'd you say?
What's happening?
What?
What's happening?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing? Do you know where you are right now?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, where are you?
Where am I?
Yes. Dear, where are you right now?
That's not good.
What'd you say?
Where are you right now?
Where am I?
Yes.
I'm in La La Land.
Do you know the street you're on right now?
What?
Do you know what street you're on right now?
Yeah.
She doesn't.
What is the street that you're on right now?
Her eyes are closed.
Huh?
Huh?
What street are you on right now?
She can't even.
Hey, let me ask you this, okay? Let me ask you this. This is obviously a little confusing to take off the belt. Are you hurting anywhere? Do you need any medical attention for any reason?
No, I don't.
Okay, can you look at me real quick?
Yeah.
Do you know who I am? What do I do for a living? Can you look at how I'm dressed?
Huh?
Can you look at how I'm dressed? Do you see how I'm dressed? What do I look like to you?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know that I'm a police officer?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, good. All right. The only reason I'm asking is because apparently you've been involved in a collision. I don't know if you see the vehicle in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to make sure that you're okay. All right.
I am okay.
So you're not experiencing any kind of pain or anything. Obviously,
I'm not.
obviously
I'm not.
you were wearing a seatbelt. That's good. There's no airbags that are deployed. That's good. Okay. Do you have your ID with you?
No, I don't.
No? Okay. Do you need any medical attention right now?
I don't.
You don't need any medical attention? Okay.
What happened on the crash?
No, stop again because the lights just stopped.
For the record, I just want to say, and I do want to watch some more, but for the record, I want to say her guy just died like so many days earlier, right? So and I'm not saying that's an excuse to go get loaded, but I mean, she's obviously messed up, and she went and just probably got high and drunk or whatever it is, but and she needs to put clothes on, like really.
I think that's just her regular wardrobe.
That's her. Honestly. That's her thing. She just is all about. She's like porn star. All right, here we go.
The light was red.
It's red, and it stopped because somebody.
I don't know. I think she probably works out.
And they come and boom. I said no more. They did it one more time. He said one more time. I said no. I said no.
So it hit you twice or just once?
Just twice.
It hit you twice.
I'll tell you what. Do you, by any chance, have anything dangerous inside the car that I need to know about? No. No. Okay. So I'm gonna have you step out of the vehicle, okay? And I want you to come with me, okay? We're gonna come right up here to the very top.
My gosh.
All right?
Oh my god.
So do you need help unbuckling?
No, I don't.
No? Okay, I'll let you give you some time to unbuckle.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, not a problem.
Oh my gosh, she is so wrecked.
I'm gonna give you some space. I want you to step out. I want you to walk to the back. And see that patrol vehicle right there? I want you to walk towards that patrol vehicle.
Oh my god.
You're okay. Go ahead and go this way. Let's not worry about all that stuff. You can leave all that stuff right there. Yep, you don't need any of that. All right? So let's go ahead and, like I said, let's go ahead and walk over there towards that patrol vehicle.
What was she getting?
There you go. You're doing
I don't know.
Right over here. Right over here. Keep on going. Right over here.
That's too much.
I'm sorry?
Too much.
What's too much?
That's too much.
What's too much? Come on, this way.
Oops,
there you go.
Oops.
This is Officer Santos. You wait with her, brother?
Yeah. Okay. You okay?
How are you?
I'm all right. Look, it looked like you were asleep when I walked up to the car.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. Well, we're doing social distancing, so I don't want to be rude. I'm trying not to extend anything. Where were you headed to today, ma'am?
Huh?
Where were you headed to?
I don't know.
You don't remember? Okay. Do you realize you're in a car accident?
Huh?
Do you realize you're in a car accident?
No, I don't.
That's your white Mercedes right there, right?
That's not okay.
Was her white
That
Mercedes.
white Mercedes, is that your car?
Yeah.
Okay. You were driving it.
I was driving it.
Yeah. Ran into the back of that other guy's car.
Yeah.
He's okay though. He's not injured, thank goodness. What about any injuries for you? Do you have any injuries?
No, I don't.
No, you don't? Okay. I just need to know if I was going to call EMS or anything.
No.
Okay.
Nothing need to happen.
Do you know where you're at right now?
Yeah, I do.
Where are we at? Okay. Can you at least tell me where you were trying to drive to? What was your destination? You're obviously driving somewhere. Do you remember where you were going? Where were you headed to?
Huh?
Where were you headed to? Where were you trying to get to?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. All right. Well, where did you leave from? What? Where were you at before you got in the car? Do you remember?
I don't know.
No. Okay. I'm glad that you're okay as far as injuries. I mean that could have been a lot worse, you know. Yeah. Just walk with us, officer. There. We need to get some more information from you. I'll get started on the Brown forms. You having a good day today?
No.
No. We're just gonna walk
No,
out
you're
there,
not
talk
having a
to
good
the officer real
day.
quick. All right.
Put some clothes on this girl.
See my partner right over there? We're gonna go talk to him.
Where do they walk
Hey,
to?
Courtney, I'm Officer Calicini with the Dallas Police Department.
Oh god.
Do you have an idea of what's going on and
Yeah.
kind of why we brought you over here?
Yeah.
Why?
I do. Because I'm too drunk.
Okay, all right.
Oh.
So obviously, you know, I do smell the odor of alcohol on you. I noticed you're staggering walking. You know, your pupils are kind of constricted. The alcohol that's inside of the vehicle. Those are all concerning things to us. The fact that you fell asleep during a major collision. We have to go through an investigation, okay? So what I'm going to ask you is I'm going to ask you to come right over here. I have a line. It's a nice, well, it's not the brightest of yellow lights, but it's a yellow line. What we're going to proceed to go ahead and take the test. This one right here. And it's going to be the first.
Should be interesting.
Right here.
Yeah.
So I do smell the alcohol in your breath, okay? When was the time that you actually started drinking?
So what time is it now?
You didn't? I don't understand.
No. I haven't.
You have not drank?
No, I have not. I have not.
Okay, you have not drank today?
I have not drank today.
Okay, okay. You were drinking yesterday though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time did you start yesterday?
I don't know. Fuck.
Would it be late? Like late at night, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock?
No, I haven't started today.
No started today. I understand that. Completely understand that.
No start today.
No, I have not started today.
Yes, I know. You have not started drinking today.
I have not started drinking today.
Right. But you were drinking yesterday.
Yes, I was.
What time did you stop?
Honestly, she could still be drunk.
Let's see if we can do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what time I started drinking yesterday.
Okay. Do you know what time you stopped? You ended? Would it have been 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning? No? Do you remember where you were drinking at?
I think she took something with the alcohol, personally.
No.
Was it a bar? Was it a friend's house? No, you don't remember?
No, I don't. I did not start drinking today.
No. I believe you. I believe you about you did not start drinking today. Absolutely believe you. I'm just saying that you were drinking yesterday, right?
I was.
Were you drinking at a friend's house? Were you drinking at a bar? Were you drinking at a club?
No.
None of those? Were you just drinking on your own? Okay. Was that like, were you drinking in your car somewhere?
No, I was just by myself.
Okay. Do you remember the location you were when you were drinking, or where you were drinking? Was it a park over here? Was it one of the apartment complexes?
No.
No? Okay. Are you going through?
What?
I'm sorry about that.
I don't know.
Just understand that drinking alone, and usually drinking alone in an environment that normal people wouldn't be drinking, those are all warning signs, okay?
Yeah.
I'll give you some time. Okay. Courtney, do you remember how much you consumed last night, yesterday?
No.
No? Okay. What did you have with you when you were drinking?
Say what?
Well, what was it that you were drinking? Was it beer? Was it straight alcohol?
Just alcohol.
Alcohol? Do you remember what kind?
Tequila.
Tequila? Do you remember how much you had?
No.
No? Do you remember, were you drinking it from the bottle? Did you have a brand new bottle with you?
No.
No? Okay, so it was a bottle that you
Sorry, I was laughing at the comments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you, do you feel intoxicated right now?
No, I don't feel.
No?
I don't feel drunk.
Okay. How much do you normally consume in alcohol?
I don't
2
know.
shots, 3 shots a week? How much do you drink? On a normal week, how much do you drink?
I don't know.
No? Okay. And the reason I ask is because, see, over time,
At least
we
he's
can build
honest.
up a tolerance in drinking. But if you're not a normal drinker, tolerance might not be as strong. You know? So I kind of wanted to see where you were. If you were a normal drinker, do you drink, once or twice a week? Do you drink every day?
No, I don't normally.
Okay, so you're normally not a drinker.
I'm normally not a drinker.
Lies.
5'8", 160, no cell, no injury, no head trauma. She's 160 pounds?
And you don't know how much you consume, correct?
No.
That's what I said.
Do you know what today is?
She must be
Today's
tall.
date?
She is.
It's Wednesday? Okay. Do you know the date by any chance? Wednesday's good enough for me, though, but if you know the date.
Yeah, actually, she's not exactly a small girl.
Well, she carries very well.
Courtney, what time did you wake up at?
9 a.m.
9 a.m.? Where did you go at 9 a.m.? Where did you go?
Home.
Home? Where's home at?
Just home.
Okay. Where were you headed right now whenever you were driving? Where were you headed to?
My house.
Your house?
Oh my goodness gracious.
So you were headed to your house right now.
Yes, I did.
Did you know that you got into an accident? Did you know you got into an accident?
Yeah.
You did? Okay. Courtney, do you know what time it is right now?
No.
No.
No, I don't.
Courtney, we're gonna go through some standardized field sobriety tests. I'm gonna ask that you stand.
This is what I want to see.
Here at the edge of this line right here. I don't know if you can barely see
She
that
can't
line.
even
I
stand.
want you to stand right there. I want you to put both your feet together for me. If you'd like to do it. So
I'm gonna do this test one day.
Right
Not like with the cop. I mean, just to see.
Okay.
I'd fail it sober.
You cannot?
Yes, I can.
Okay, you can. Good, good. I want you to put your feet together like this, like mine are. Would you mind performing that right now?
She's like, I'm doing it.
And then I want you to put your hands down to your side. Very good. Okay. So it works best if your hands are just right here on your side. They're not clutching each other. That way you're not swaying. Okay? Would you like to do that right here?
No.
Put your hands.
I would not.
So I want you to look at the end of this pen. What color is it?
I don't know.
Okay. Can you take a finger and put your finger on the tip of the pen?
I don't know.
So these are normal questions that anybody that's in the reasonable mind can answer. Yes. And they're reasonable tasks that anybody can perform. Okay? So whenever you don't know or you can't perform, it adds to me believing
you fail
one thing or another based on my training. Okay? So would you like me to ask the questions again?
Yeah.
Okay. Courtney, do you see the color of this pen? What is the color of this pen?
Purple.
Okay. Can you tell me where the tip of this pen is by placing your finger at the tip of the pen?
I don't know.
So I'm going to take my finger and I want to point to where the tip is. The tip is right here. Okay? So what I'm going to do, Courtney, is I'm going to move this pen back and forth. All right? And what I need you to do is I need you to follow the tip of this pen with your eyes and your eyes only.
She could barely stand.
What that means
I
is your
know.
body needs
You
to
see her
maintain
swaying a little
straight,
bit?
Your chin
Oh,
needs
yeah.
to maintain straight. Your face and your head need to maintain straight. The only thing that's going to be following the tip of this pen is just going to be your eyes. Can you do that for me?
Yes, I can do that for you.
Ready, Courtney?
Got it.
Okay, I want you to look at the tip, look at the pen. Okay.
Honestly,
so let's try this one more time. I want you to put your feet together.
Why make her go through this? It's so obvious she's drunk. I think she's failed already back when she was sitting in the car sleeping.
Okay.
I know. Well, I think a lawyer could be like, well, they didn't do a test on her. They just assumed. You have to do the test.
Yeah, I
You have to
know.
follow the protocol.
Try that one more time.
But it is
I know.
entertaining.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. We're gonna take our time, all right? Recompose ourselves. All right? There's nothing wrong with that. I want you to concentrate on the directions, concentrate on what your task at hand is. Okay? And again.
Is that like a bee that keeps flying by his... Do you hear the buzzing?
No.
Let's try that again. Ready?
No, I'm worried that there's something in here.
I think he's moving too fast.
Ready, Courtney? Try this again. Can you follow that pen?
You didn't just hear that buzzing?
No.
Can you follow that pen? Ready, Courtney?
That's too much.
Is it too much? What's the too much part? Courtney, what is the too much part?
That's too much.
The movement? The movement is too much? Is it because it's blurry? Is it because it's hard to focus?
Blurry.
It's blurry? Okay. Do you believe it's blurry because of a medical concern? Do you believe it's blurry because of alcohol concern?
It's alcohol.
Okay.
She's like admitting it.
Mm-hmm.
I have two more parts of this and then one big part, all right? We're going to try to get through this together, all right? So I'm going to take this pen and I'm going to place it out here. I want you to try to look at the tip of this pen without moving your eyes. I'm sorry, without moving your face. Let's try this one more time. So, there you go. Okay.
Much.
Let's try that one more time. I want you to keep your face. I want you to keep your face straight. And move. Again, keep your face. Your chin right here. Straight. There you go.
Oh, man.
Just gonna move your eyes. Just move your eyes right over.
It's funny, the dash cam is just looking at her chest.
Yeah.
Dash cam's a little sexual here.
We're giving all our male viewers a thrill.
I know.
Ready? I want you to follow this with your eyes. Keep following with your eyes. One more time. Follow with your eyes. Same thing one more time. Follow with your eyes.
Okay, how many times I should follow her eyes?
I know. Move on. She failed.
Keep her head
Why are you gonna do so many times? I don't get it.
I don't know. Because he wants to look at her boobs.
He wants to record it.
He wants to look at her boobs.
All right. Courtney?
What?
I want you to look at the tip of this line right here. And what I'm going to have you do is, and it's kind of hard to see, but it starts right where your foot is right here. I want you to take your left foot and place your left foot on top of that line. This is that walk and turn thing everybody talks about, everybody sees, in the movies, all right? You think we can give this one a go?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the line right here. I want you to take your left foot. I want you to place it on top of the line. So see how the line is going that way? So I want you to take your left foot, this foot right here. I want you to place it on top of that line. Let's go ahead and do it together. So take your left foot. Do you
Yeah, I
see the
would see
line right
him
here?
do it.
Other
line?
cam. Yeah,
So
you
place
do
it
it.
on top of that line. And I want you to face that way.
Okay.
So there you go. Left foot on top. Okay. Do you see the line, or is that line blurry as well?
No, I can see.
Okay, no, just making sure. So I want you to actually look. The line is right here. So
Okay,
put your toe next to my toe.
I want him to do it.
There you go. Well, I want you to do this right there, like that, on top of that line.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your right foot and place it in front of your left foot, toe to toe, or heel to toe. I'm sorry. You wanna try that?
Yeah, let's get it.
It's a gnat.
Okay, heel to toe.
I know,
Put it
I
in
have one
front.
too.
See how mine is?
Okay,
You're gonna do exactly like me.
we got it.
Okay, jump on it. Let's do that. Can you do this?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So, watch. Your foot on top of the line. Other foot in front of it. Heel to toe.
Got it.
All right, do it. Go
Can't
ahead
really
and do that,
see.
'cause we're gonna do it together, you and I.
I know. What's up with this dash cam?
Okay.
But
So other foot, heel in front. So,
oh, there we go.
Courtney, let's try this again. We keep inching away. So there's a line right there. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to put your left foot on top of that line. Okay. I know. We're gonna get through this. I promise you. So go ahead and get your left foot.
He's
put
so
your left
nice.
foot on top of, there you go. Left
Yeah.
foot's perfect.
Okay,
Leave it
got
there.
it.
Now the right foot, put it in front. Put your your heel right in front. You can do this. You can do this. I believe in you.
I got it. Got it.
Okay. Give it a try. Give it a try.
I got
Go
it.
ahead.
Got it.
Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna stand in this position with your hands down and looking at your feet. All right. While I explain the instructions. Can you do that for me?
Yes, I can.
Go ahead. Let's do
Got
it so we can go ahead and so I can explain the instructions.
Okay, got it.
Well, we have to be on the line. The line's the important part.
Okay, got it.
So
Got it.
there you go. Now put your right foot in front. Put your right foot in front of your heels. There you go, like that.
Got it.
Okay,
You gotta
can't
have your right
see.
foot in front. Your right foot has to be
got
right
it.
in front. Okay. So the instructions.
There we go.
This
Okay.
one right here is your line. Okay.
Okay.
If you get in the starting position, go ahead and get in the starting position. Left foot on the line.
You can do it.
Okay. Right here.
So remember, left foot has to be on the line over here, Courtney. So your left foot has to be on this line right here. This is the important line. Okay?
Yeah.
So your left foot has to be on top of the line. Your right foot has to be in front, heel to toe. Okay? Hands down by your side. And that's when you're gonna start.
Okay.
if you don't think you can perform this, if you don't think that you can perform this, or you think it's a safety hazard, I'm not gonna ask you to do that. Okay? Do you think you can perform? Okay. Is there a reason why you do not think you can?
No.
No? Okay. And again, the only reason is because, again, like we talked about, there was no physical ailments. We don't have any problems with our legs. You're a physically fit person. You're very athletic.
It's like I'm good.
You feel like you're good?
I'm good.
Do you think you're okay? Well, you're saying that you cannot perform this test. If you cannot perform this test, can you give me a valid reason as to why you cannot perform this test?
I'm good. I'm good.
What is? I don't understand what that.
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Let me do whatever.
Courtney, I have one more test.
Oh man.
Would you be willing to heal this one out? Okay. So the last test is, I'm actually going to turn my body and face my vehicle. Okay? So I'd like you to do the same. You could do the same right there. Okay? So turn your body and face the vehicle. This test is called the one-leg stand test, all right?
Oh,
You're
no.
gonna have the opportunity
This
to
is
lift
the
up a
worst.
leg, any leg of your choice. So I prefer to lift up my right leg. You might prefer to lift up your left leg. It's going to be completely up to you. In this test, what's going to happen is you're going to keep your hands down by your
gets to
side.
pick what side.
You're going to look at the foot that you lift up. You're going to keep that foot approximately 6 inches off the ground with the toe pointed parallel to the ground. That's going to look something like this right there.
Okay, can't see nothing.
And forward.
Are we gonna be able to see it?
30 seconds, okay? I have a stopwatch so I can keep track of that time. Do you think you
That's
can do
hard,
that?
30 seconds.
Yeah.
So to do this test,
Agreed.
again, what I need you to do is make sure that your hands are down by your side, your legs.
Oh,
both your
she
legs
needs
need
to fold her
straight.
arms for
That foot needs
balance.
to be approximately 6 inches off the ground with the toe pointed parallel, so it's parallel to the ground.
Okay.
I want you to count out loud in the method that I was counting.
Okay.
Let me get my stopwatch.
Let's get a camera on her. Come on.
I know.
And
Oh,
whenever
there we
you
go.
feel comfortable to do this, let me know. Say go, and we'll go. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Ready? Whenever you're ready.
Got it.
Would you like to start performing it right now, Courtney?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Can you perform it?
Yeah.
Okay. If you can't, you can't. Like I said, if you think that there's medical reason or another valid reason as to why you cannot do that, I have no problem with that.
No.
No?
No, I don't want to.
Okay. You do not want to.
I don't want to.
I understand. Courtney, the last test that we can offer you is what's called a preliminary breath test. It's one of those tests that we actually have you breathe inside of, and it gives us an alcohol reading.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to take one of those tests?
Sure.
Courtney, a couple things.
Yes.
Right here, front, that's perfect. I'm going to read this to you, and I'm also going to show you this. So look, this is going to be your tube right here. As you can see, it's sealed inside the package. The only person that gets to use it's going to be you. I'm going to read this to you really quick. This is a preliminary alcohol screening test used to detect the presence of alcohol. You may refuse this test. This test does not affect your license, permit, or privilege to operate a motor vehicle. However, if arrested, you will be asked to submit to the taking of a specimen of your breath and/or blood to determine the actual alcohol concentration or drug content of your blood. Okay? So I'm going to show you. I'm going to open this suction right here.
I think you should have said, are you sure you want to take it? I think you're supposed to say that. Do you want to proceed with this test after hearing that?
No touch. Ready? I want you to take a deep breath in. Lips around and blow hard. Blow. It needs to be blown. Alright, let's try one time. Hold on. Ready? Okay, let's try this again. Deep breath in. And blow. Blow. Courtney, I am placing you under arrest for driving while intoxicated. Yes, ma'am.
Are you really? What is it?
Yes, Courtney, I am. I'll explain to you, okay? Courtney, you don't have anything on your person that I need to know about? Anything that's hidden anywhere?
No, I don't.
Okay. So Courtney, that's your alcohol level right now on this device. All right? I did not look at it when I made my decision. My decision was made based on the test and everything that we talked about prior. Okay? Come this way.
Well, what is it?
Well, they're not going to tell us, but I mean, it's all over the internet. I could pull it up.
Courtney, I want you to go ahead and sit on inside. I'm going to buckle you up, and I have something that I need to read to you.
Yeah. What you know?
I'm going to tell you. Hold on.
Try to get as comfortable as possible. Be careful with those handcuffs. I don't want them.
Okay. So anyway, that was interesting. Definitely entertainment. So I'm looking it up right now. Her blood alcohol level in Hawaii. And it was in Hawaii, right? It was in Hawaii. Let's see. It is. Oh. I can't find it. What?
Oh. Maybe it's like a.
Yeah, I'll look it up, and then when we talk, I'll have it ready when if her trial ever starts. If her trial ever starts, but anyway, that's our show for today, and that's Courtney Clenney. She's definitely interesting, don't you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Boy, that was a funny arrest. She's like, okay. He's like, okay, we can start when you're ready. Just tell me when you're ready. She's like, okay.
So you never had to do anything like that? You never had to do anything?
Oh, yes. I
you
got
did.
pulled over
I've had
time.
one experience too.
And they pulled me over because I think my front light was out or something like that. And I did just leave a restaurant, and I had one glass of wine, but I was like, and usually if I have, I think I had when I drive, like if I drive, I have one glass of wine. That's it. I won't ever.
Yeah, that's not a dire situation. Like mine, I came from a club and I was tanked. But anyway, you had one glass of wine at a restaurant. But,
yeah, I mean, I think I had a glass and a half, which is probably why I was like so nervous, because I was like, oh my God, I actually went over my glass, or maybe, and over my usual limit. So anyway, so I got pulled over. They're like, oh, my taillight, whatever. Have you been drinking tonight? And I said, yes, I have, which was probably because I don't lie. So
for one glass of wine. Well, I probably would have said I had a glass of wine if I was you.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So, so what they said was, so the test they gave me was I didn't have to get out of the car. I had to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3 times.
Oh, that's hard.
It's hard when you're drunk, because I've tried it when I was drunk.
Yeah, but you weren't drunk. You weren't drunk. You only had one glass of wine.
I know. But I'm saying because I've tried the test when I was drunk, and you actually forget if you did it 3 times. So you do the first time, it's good. You do the second time, but when it's time about to come to do the third time around, you forget, wait, did I do it 2 or 3 times?
Right.
So everybody should try it.
I wonder how they gauge that
1, 2,
test.
3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. And you can't go it fast. You got to do it 1. He's like, you have to do it slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it takes a while. So when you get down to the second one, you realize, wait a minute, is that 3 or 2?
I bet you the way they gauge that test is they expect people to mess up by the 3rd time. I bet you they're just looking to see if you mess up on the first.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. Because I did it. I was fine. But I've done it when I was drunk, and that's the part where you get to, when you get to the at the end of the second round, you're like, oh shit, was that 3 times or was that just 2 times? And
right.
then you get nervous,
I was like 23 years old, 24 years old, and I was coming from a club or a bar, forgot, whatever. I was, I used to sing. So I was coming home, I was by myself, and I was driving, and I got pulled over, and I was like wrecked. And, he made me get out of the car. It was the only time anybody ever made me get out of the car. And I was like, he did the test where like you have to go like with your feet one in front of the other. And I was like swaying and everything, but he passed me for whatever reason, but I know that I didn't do well on that test. I think he just let me go. Let me continue on drunk. I don't know.
Were you close to home, or you don't know?
No, I was in Long Branch. I was in Long Branch and I had like a half hour to drive still. And he asked me all those questions.
Yeah.
Where are you going? He said, where are you coming from? I forgot what I said. I don't remember what I said. I don't know. I might have lied. I don't know.
Oh,
I might have told a lie.
Probably. I remember one time I got pulled. One time I got pulled over, and the guy, and I was wearing like, it was summertime, so I was wearing like these sandals, but they were the wedges or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the guy had said to me, he goes, "What is there, lead in those wedges?" And I go, "No, they're wood."
You're funny. You are stupid.
So dumb. When I get pulled over, I could be I'm so nervous because I don't want to do anything wrong, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, "Yes, officer," whatever, you know. And yeah, he's like, "Is there lead in the?" Obviously, a lead foot. Duh. I was like, "No, there would."
You know, back in my drinking days, I got pulled over quite a few times, but I was always but I always was let go. Always.
Wow.
They always were like, "I have a good night," you know.
You probably like,
I'd be in my band, like my band outfit and all that, and I would be like, really, "Hi, oh my gosh, was I going too fast?" I'm so sorry. I would just act like some stupid ditz, you know, and I had blonde hair at that time, so cops always have a tendency to like, you know, be nice to the blondes,
definitely.
and I would always be like all flirty and cute, so they'd let me go, and they let me go every time. It was great.
You were probably wearing less stuff than she was.
Oh, I used to wear like next to nothing on stage. It was terrible.
You're like, "Put clothes on her."
I know. Well, now that I'm an old lady, yeah. But I would wear like literally like a bra top, and then my
That's what this girl was wearing.
But I had like a six-pack abs, and I'd have the whole stomach showing. But I'd wear the big baggy pants from like the late '90s, early 2000s.
The grunge look. Right.
Yeah, big. No, it wasn't grunge. Grunge is early '90s. No, it was like a raver look, but like Gwen Stefani with the big pants, and then I'd have like these big chunky boots, and blonde dreadlocks, you know, and I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, was I speeding?" You know. And they would be so nice to me and be like, you know, asking me all these questions.
I was like, "Want to get home, officer. I'm so tired." It was a late night.
Anyway, that was fun. All right. Yes. So yeah, that's our show for today. Yeah, and I had a whole other segment planned, but we'll do it another time.
Another time. Yeah, it's late.
For sure. It's getting late. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yes.
And stick with us because we're going to be doing updates on Karen Reed. Gosh, we finally did Courtney Clenney.
Yes.
I want to do, you know what I want to do an episode on?
I kind of wanted to finish up on
Jody?
No, the other one that tried defending herself. She was her own lawyer.
Oh, Lori Vallow. Well,
yeah, I know.
I
know her verdict came in, but just to you know, do the follow up on that. But
we can, but I mean, it's probably late now. It's such old news now. Like, you either have to do a really new case or you do really old ones that you want to bring back. But when you do one that was like a year or two ago, like Courtney Clenney, but the thing is, Courtney Clenney still hasn't had her trial, so it's still relevant. But I would love to do the Murdaugh murders, but nobody wants to hear the Murdaugh murders again. It's already been done. Been there, done that. Corey Richens, he says, okay, I'll look into that. I don't know, like, Mark, you're hilarious. Like, it's all right. Who's better? Who's your favorite? Do you think Wendy's hotter or Courtney Clenney?
I mean,
Wendy's older. You can't really, totally different. I don't know who Corey Richens is. Who's Corey? Let me see. Who is that? Oh wait, sorry, I don't want to play my video again. Corey Richens. All right, I'm gonna know right away why he likes this girl when I see the picture.
Oh boy,
She's
gonna have big boobs. He's a boob guy, I think.
Wait a minute, hold on a minute.
Oh, he said that, Corey Richard. Oh.
Corey Richens. Okay. Oh no, she ain't that great.
All right, let's see.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
Bring her over.
I'm looking it up. Let's see. Oh, I gotta blow it up. Hold on. Oh, I heard somebody yelling in the background. Okay. That's Corey. That's Corey Richens. She's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You like her?
Interesting. Yeah. What is she, a teacher who like messed with a kid? I'm getting teacher vibes, young teacher vibes from this. Interesting.
I don't
know. I'll look into it. And see what the deal is. So, all right.
Thanks for joining, everybody.
Yes, hearts.
Yes, thumbs up.
You don't do the hearts anymore, Lynn.
It just doesn't come through.
I don't know why it doesn't work anymore.
I don't know.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
Okay.
We'll see you next
Bye,
time.
everybody.
Bye.
Love you.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the hosts and guests. All individuals mentioned are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.